Hello everyone, welcome back to Game Dev Night, and here's Godot. So, I know you're thinking, 2D game, what's going on? I'm meant to be working on my space game. If you saw my community post the other day, or if you've been in the Discord, um, there has been a lot of issues with this laptop. Uh, it's fine, but not for game development in 3D at least. Um, Blender. It took me 4 hours just to edit a bunch of models. I didn't even make models. I literally just edited them. You know, just baked them. That was it essentially, because you're converting the voxel art to 3D. That took me 4 hours. At home on my PC, it would probably take me 20 minutes. Um, and that's not just because of bake times. It's because of the low FPS as well, and how long things take to load. Um, Yeah, not even having a model in Blender. Blender still runs at like 3 FPS. Like if I rotate the camera, it's super choppy and low FPS. So tried to tune settings and stuff, still can't get it to work smoothly. Also the camera, again, you guys decide about this. I just have it on because I think it's like, I don't know, it's more interactive. Um, don't have my hair tied up, so it's look a little messy, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. So, Godot. Um, I was just making a video about not what I'm working on. Well, I guess what I'm working on. I have three 2D projects I'm going to be working on for the next week or so, which will just be small games. I try to rush, so no good sprites, no animations. As you can see, this is how the character looks right now. He's a farmer, fat farmer. So yeah, very simple. Um, the idea is I'm going to be making games in Godot that I would be able to make in Unity fast with complicated systems. This game will have an inventory, um, a town system, time system, uh, teleporting, like a bunch of like stuff in Unity. I've done it. So, you know, they are complex systems and hard, but I have done it in Unity. Um, but I'll try to do it here as well. Also, a simple stat system, just some simple things. And then I'm going to be working on a simple platformer. Again, I've made multiple platformers in Unity. I have a tutorial series on it, not a good one. Don't watch it, please. I need to update it, make a new one. But I have one. So I think it'll be easy. I'm not too worried. We will see how that goes. I'm going to clear my throat quickly, and I don't have pausing bound on OBS, so I can't really pause. There we go. But yeah, so this is how the game looks right now. I just want to make a video because I am kind of loving Godot so far. It has a few, it has its down points, but overall pretty good. So you'll see, and this might make a Godot user cry. I'm still organizing my files and stuff as if I'm in Unity, and I think I'll always do that because I just like it. That's how I like it. It's nice. So I have prefabs for the players. I have scenes for the worlds. So I've got the world. So I'll show you exactly what this is, and as in the script for the player right there. Cool. So Godot compared to Unity. So instead of a scene being just an empty little thing that you just double click and it loads your scene, it's an actual thing. Over here, this farm tree, this is, I'm just going to call my world scenes trees. So this is my farm tree, which is the farm scene that the player will be on. It's an actual thing. I can interact with it. I can do things to it. It's actually there. And the player is its own scene. I know it's going to be a little bit weird, but it's essentially just you double clicking into a prefab on Unity. So here it is. There's the player's game object, I guess, which is a character body 2D, which in Unity would just be an empty game object with a rigid body 2D on it. There's the icon, which is your sprite renderer. Um, yeah, it's just a child of that one, so it's a little bit different. There's no components, stuff like that. It's all a physical thing you put on something, which again has its perks, has its downsides. It's a little weird to get things done like this, but it's a bit more organized and easy to understand. And things being separate like this is just nice too, instead of having a bunch of components. Also, think you can only have one script on an object at a time, which is a little weird, but it's fine. I'll try work around it and see what that's like. And there's your collision shape 2D. Obviously just a box collider, but look at this. On the right, if I click here on the shape, look at all these shapes. Look at all these shapes. Unity as well. Capsule collider. Um, it has a poly collider, I think, for like drawing lines and then, making your. It has a few, but it's just this. Just default. I can just click any of these and there's my collider. So nice. Yeah, let me save. That's another thing too, is you have to save every time you make a change to something. So that's a little, obviously in Unity you have to, but not on this scale. Here, if I just edit the player, I have to save. In Unity, it's not like that. I just have to save before I close the app, essentially. But in this, saving updates things. So yeah. Also, this blue, um, I haven't figured out how to disable it yet. By default, you have collision shape view toggled on, so you can see your colliders, which kind of nice. But yeah, obviously that collider is not right. It's way too big. But I just imported this player sprite before I made the video. So yeah, onto the game. I'm just gonna press play and show you. It's literally just oh wait, cancel, not that. It's literally just you move around. So just as an example, I'll show you this looks. There he is, he's moving. I don't know if the recording will be low FPS like this, but for me the player is moving at around 5 FPS right now. And if that doesn't show you how bad this laptop is, the laptop's good, it just doesn't have a graphics card. Here you go. So this is what I'm dealing with. Even in 2D I get like 0 FPS. So it's fine. I'll work around it. But it has its downsides. With 3D, it's just impossible. So I'm just not going to bother with 3D. I can't even make a video on 3D. That's how bad it gets. It makes my entire laptop lag out. So yeah, this is just the player moving around, and Godot's more optimized than Unity in 2D. So you could just imagine this is horrible. But yeah, it's just the player moving around. Very nice. And I'm going to show you the code for this. So obviously, it's simple. Unity, do it in a few seconds. Look at it. That is somehow more simple in Unity. You got function ready pass. Um, the pass is just like returning. It's just a pass. I don't think I even need that. I think I can just remove that, but I'm not going to. I'm just keeping it there. It's the ready function. Obviously, this is my first time coding in Godot, so I don't even know what anything does. But yeah, it's just, you could see it's a lot like Python. It's essentially Python and C# had a baby. That's my description of it. But yeah, it's extremely simple. You take the character body 2D's velocity, it has velocity built in. It's a rigid body, and you just set it to vector 2. And here you just change it. It's that simple. I just set up keys for up, down, left, right, which is just WASD, and changes the velocity based on what I click, press. So yeah, it's simple, and look how simple it is. Script editor built in, 3D's right here if I want to just work in 3D. It's 2D's right here. So it's good, it's great. I love Godot so far. I definitely am going to get into a few things that I will probably be annoyed about compared to Unity. Obviously, both have their pros and cons, but we'll see. And now adding a game object node, super simple. Left here, I click the plus sign. Let's add a camera 2D, and it's going to be a child of the farm tree, which is the world scene. See what I said? It's kind of cool that you actually have your scene physically in your game. There's the camera. I can't really zoom easily. I'm not. My mouse isn't plugged in. I can only plug in one thing at a time, so it hits it for the microphone. Yeah, you can see that purple outline is the camera. Now I'm gonna hit play, and I just added a camera. I don't know why I'm even showing this. That's all I did. There we go. Now it plays in the middle instead of the top left corner because he added a camera. So super simple. And there's another way you can do it too. If I just delete it and I click on the farm tree, right click, add child node. Same thing. Now the camera's there. Drag it on the player if I want. Whatever. You get the point. So it's pretty easy, pretty simple. Also love the color, the UI. Everything here is it's beautiful. Yeah. Compiling time is. Let me change something quickly. Player movement speed 320. Oh, what's that? What'd you say? Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's no real compiling. So it's not like Unity where if you change a single number or whatever, it doesn't need to load for 3 minutes to do simple things. So yeah, beautiful. This is the state right now. Also, sorry for the quality of this video. I know I'm a little disoriented and stuff. And just trying to get used to this. I just want to get a video out. So yeah, so maybe 2 to 3 weeks, I should have a system to work on, and I can actually make videos and content and work on my 3D game, which is what I really want to do right now. I can't even show you the progress on that. I did make the community post showing a screenshot of what it looks like so far, and it's cozy. It's cozy. It is animated so far. There's just animation of a rocket flying away, and the background moves a little bit. So yeah, I can't even show you that because the laptop just can't handle it. But yeah, so system in 2 to 3 weeks to work on. It's gonna be a surprise what I'm getting. I'm not getting a PC. I'm getting something a little bit different. Hope you guys like it. So yeah, here we go. This game will keep having this low art style. It's just gonna be a farming game, essentially a Stardew clone. Not a clone exactly, but Stardew type game. And yeah, player movement, farming, fishing, leaving the like walking out the side and leaving the map, and you'll see it's gonna be cool. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on, and that's my goal essentially, is just making 3 little games and getting them done. So yeah, I'm gonna make a simple little RPG, very small one. The RPG will be tiny because they can get so big so quick. A very simple platformer, literally just bouncing around, maybe a few power-ups like double jump, that stuff. Super simple again. Not gonna go over the top. This farming game is gonna be the longest one, and that's why I'm doing it first. So yeah, this is all just to get used to Godot and prepare myself. So when I get this system in 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be hopefully comfortable with Godot and just steamroll that 3D game I'm working on. But yeah, I've already learned a lot in 3D, just importing my sprites, getting them set up, the materials, the shaders, just getting all of that working. I've already learned a lot. I spent like 2 hours just importing my models into Godot. Just trying different methods, trying different exports, like exporting them as objects, other things, whatever. So a lot of progress has been made for me on the learning side of game development again. And yeah, I'm really enjoying Godot. I'd say give it a try. Again, quick explanation for if you're gonna start it, because yeah, as a Unity user, um, yeah, you got your world node, whatever. So that's your scene in Unity right there. When you create a new scene, it's gonna look like this when you create a game. So it's your root node, sorry, not your world node. I'm just gonna hit 2D scene. There you go, right? You can hit F2 to rename it world. So that you've seen. You save it. It saves into a file. You select which one, and this is just your scene in Unity. And here you drag in your player, whatever. Super simple, right? Um, and then if you want to make I can't really show you, but if you make like a object, like let's say you give it a, oh no, sorry. Say you give it a character body 2D. So this would be like a rigid body 2D, so player. If you save this, so if I take this and I save it, which I'm not going to do because then it makes file and stuff, you'll see this right there. You see that? It's like a movie play thing. You click that and it opens a scene like this. So everything is its own scene. This is just like double clicking in Unity, a prefab. So very simple. That's essentially it. And you can click right click, attach script, and you can start coding. The Godot documentation is beautiful. Like I cannot put into words how good the Godot documentation is. It makes Unity's look like bum bum. There's so many good examples. It's gorgeous. I love it. So you want to give Godot a go? I'd say it would be. I'd say overall Unity is easier at the start for a game developer. But the moment you get into it more, a few months into Unity, there's just so many bugs, little issues, just things going wrong. But yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoy. And I really hope this recording went okay.